easy guide showing you how to join and participate in a Zoom meeting using an iPad. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do, of course, is to actually get Zoom onto your iPad. You can do that by pressing on the App Store, which is the A button on our screen. You open that. Then in the search bar at the top, you're going to want to pop in Zoom. There we go. And it'll be the first result you get, so where it says Zoom Cloud Meetings. That's the app we want. On mine it says open. If you don't have it on yours, it'll say get. Just press on that, and then you'll get Zoom for your iPad. So our second icon is a Zoom icon. I'm just going to press on that now. If this is your first time, it might ask you to sign up. You just need to pop in some details and then you'll get online that way. Once you get through to this screen here. And for this guide, we want to join a meeting, so I'm just going to press on the join button. Now, when you get an invitation for a Zoom meeting, you'll get a link and you'll get a meeting ID. If you get a link, you can press the link, and if you're already signed up to Zoom, it should take you straight through to the meeting. Otherwise, with a meeting ID, once we press the join button as we've done, we can then pop in our meeting ID at the top. So I'm just going to pop in my meeting ID into here. It'll be a series of digits. Okay. Okay, so once the meeting ID is in, we're ready to go into the meeting. We can also put in our screen name here, so mine is already set, but you can put yours to be whatever you want it to be. Under the join options below, there's don't connect to audio, this one here. If you have that ticked, then that means when you go into the meeting, you won't be able to hear anyone and no one will be able to hear you. There might be a few specific circumstances where you want to do that, but most of the time you're going to want to hear people in the meeting. So we're going to keep that one unticked for now. The other option is turn off my video. So that means if you go into the meeting, your webcam will be turned off, so nobody will be able to see a live video of you in the meeting. They'll just see, if you have a profile picture, they'll see your profile picture, or they'll see your screen name. That's all they'll see. So for this one, I'm going to keep this one off because I want to join with the live video of me. So now that I'm ready, I'm just going to press the blue join button in the middle. There. We're able to connect, and then we are connected to the meeting. So the first thing you might get is this little icon, this little pop-up in the middle here. To hear others, please join audio. Simply we can just press call using internet audio, and that way we can hear everyone can hear us. You'll see in the bottom right hand corner, that's the picture of you. I'm just going to turn my video on, so if you tap the screen, a series of buttons appears, and at the top there's start video. So you want to tap it once, when it's clear, people can see you, and when it's red, nobody can see you. So I'm going to make that clear. And you can see in the bottom right hand corner, you can now see a picture of me. I'm just going to stop my video on the other meetings so we don't get confused between the two. Actually, no, I'll keep it on because this shows that this is the active speaker view. So this is the default view we get when we come into Zoom. What that means is the person who is speaking at the time, that is who you're going to see on your screen. And of course, you'll see a little image of you in the bottom right hand corner. There is another view you can use, which is the gallery view. So you look on the left hand side over here, there's switch to gallery view. That gives you everybody who's in the meeting that you can fit onto your screen, basically. So it might be 4 or 5 people who will fit onto the screen. This is a good view if you want to keep track of everybody in the meeting, which can be useful. But again, if you just want to see the person who's speaking at the time rather than seeing lots of people, you can switch back to active speaker, and it just shows the active speaker there. Next to the switch to gallery view, there is the switch camera option. This can be useful if you want to switch from your internal camera to your external camera on your iPad. I'll just press that now. And you can see, if you see in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, the picture of you. There you go, so if I tap it, it comes full screen. That is your outside camera. And if we switch again, it comes back to your inside camera. Now, if you tap the picture of you in the bottom right corner, it makes you full screen and makes the speaker in the small section. If you tap it again, it makes the speaker full screen and you in the small section. So you can use that however that is useful to you. If you want to get rid of that square in the bottom right hand corner with the video view, you can just press the minus button. It goes away. If you want to bring it back, press the camera button and it's back again. Just so this doesn't cause confusion, because there's obviously 2 videos of me. On my other one, I'm just going to stop my video, that way we can see the difference between the 2. So the next thing I'll show you is how to mute, which is a good thing to have. Mute is at the top, so when it's clear, everyone can hear you. When it's red, nobody can hear you. This can be useful if you've got a lot of background noise and you don't want to disrupt the meeting. You can just mute yourself, that way there's no audio, and you can bring yourself back, make it clear. Another option I'll show you is the More button. So in the top right hand corner where there's ellipses, it says More. There's a couple of options here that can be useful. The first one is the clap emoji and the thumbs up emoji. I just press the clap emoji. What that will do, so you can see in the bottom right hand corner of the screen where it says Adam D and there's a picture of me, well there's a video of me, there's a little clap emoji in the top left hand corner. This is just a way of communicating to the meeting without having to speak over someone. If you like something particularly someone says, you can either clap or you can give a thumbs up. The meeting will see that you're giving a thumbs up and you're giving a clap. And as I said, it's just a small, subtle way of communicating. Another way of doing that is using the chat feature, which is the second option in the More settings. If I click on that, it brings up this chat box. What you can do here is send text, sort of instant text messages to people in the meeting. So where it says send to above our little keyboard, that's who this is going to be sent to. So if I say hello here, now everybody in the meeting is going to get a little notification in their chat section, be like a little red 1, saying someone has sent something to the chat. If they click on their chat button, they can then see your message. If you want to use chat but you want to chat to a specific person and not the entire meeting, you can do that too. Where it says send to, and where it says everyone in blue, if you tap on that, it then gives you a list of everybody who is in the meeting. Now I'm going to click on Adam D, so that way this message is only going to that one person. So if I pop something in here, press send, and it's only going to that one person. As you can see, it says to Adam D and it says privately. That means only he's getting it. On the one above it says to everybody. That means everyone's getting it. So again, a very useful feature. You can close that by pressing close in the top corner. So it's useful if you want to communicate without interrupting the person who is speaking at that time. Another thing I'll show you, which can be quite useful, is the minimize meeting setting. So this is in that More options again. If you press that, that minimizes it into a little square in the corner. So what you'll see is the main speaker, which is the profile picture of me, and you'll also see a very tiny little square of yourself, which is your live camera at the same time. And it's in just a little square there, and you can move that around by dragging it with your finger, and it can go around the screen. So that can be useful if you want to get on with other things while the meeting's going on, but you still want to have a little view of what's going on. You can then come out of that entirely if you want to, but you won't be dropped out of the meeting, because when you click back on Zoom, you go straight back into it. Now to come out of the minimize meeting setting, you just tap on that square and you're back. So that's easy enough. Another thing I'll show you is the raise hand feature. This is different from the clap and the thumbs up emojis. What this one means is that the host of the meeting will get a little notification saying this person just raised their hand. This is a good way to indicate that you've got something to say, but you don't want to disrupt the meeting, you don't want to talk over the speaker. So just as a way of letting them know, just go to the More function, go to raise hand, and they can see that you've got your raised hand. Do remember to lower your hand once you've finished, because that notification will stay there if you don't lower your hand. You can do that again by pressing More and going to where it says lower hand. Press on that, hand down. So that's a useful little function as well. There are, of course, lots of other things you can do on here, but I'm just covering the very basics today. So the last thing I will show you is how to leave your meeting. You can do that. Top left-hand corner where it says Leave Meeting. You tap on that once. It says, are you sure you want to leave the meeting? We say yes by going Leave Meeting. And there we are, we're out. So that is very basic. So I have to join and participate in a Zoom meeting using an iPad. Thank you very much for listening.